You're watching News 24 Live. The Proteas beat Sri Lanka by 8 wickets last night to end their T20 World Cup campaign on a high. They, of course, are on their way back to SA. To discuss this and more sporting results from the long weekend, I'm joined in studio this morning by Sport 24 editor Garen Lamley. Garen, good morning.
Morning, Nick.
Welcome back.
Thanks very much.
I hope you're well rested and well done again for getting through another Two Oceans half marathon.
Thank you very much.
You don't seem to be hobbling too badly.
Not too bad this morning, no.
Garen, we've got quite a bit of cricket content on our site this morning, including some reaction from Captain Faf du Plessis, but just your take on, I guess, last night's performance was probably the Proteas' best performance of their World Cup campaign. Unfortunately, too little, too late, but probably the most deserved four sides left. Just a quick prediction from you. Obviously, T20 can go either way, as we know. Who do you think is going to come up trumps?
Yeah, a little bit hit and miss, as you say, 2020. Anything can happen on the day. A lot depends on the toss. It gets down to that. There's wickets in India taking a lot of spin and a lot of dew at night if you're batting second. So we've got New Zealand up against England. I think I'd like to see New Zealand win that. They've done incredibly well, undefeated to date. The England team a little bit there or thereabouts at the moment. So I think New Zealand will win that. Then the West Indies against the host nation India. India doing some amazing stuff. Kohli leading them to victory in their last match to get through against Australia. I think
Which I guess, was some source of comfort for me. Australia
also absolutely. It was nice to see them going home as well. I think India will probably be too strong for the West Indies, so that leaves an India-New Zealand final. I'd still like to see New Zealand win it overall. But I've got a funny feeling that that home crowd will really get behind the Indians, and one of their star batsmen will score 80, maybe even 100, and probably lift the trophy for them.
Since the inception of this tournament, Garen, New Zealand are, I think, the only team that haven't been in the final. And they really seem to have kind of punched above their weight.
Absolutely.
Top run rate, undefeated.
Yeah. No, I mean, Kane Williamson, the new skipper, is doing some amazing things there. I mean, New Zealand as a country are an amazing sporting nation. When you consider how few people they actually have in their country, and we obviously know what they do in the rugby arena, both men, women, sevens aside, 15 aside, cricket, at the Olympics they win medals. They really, really are an amazing sporting nation. So, it's not a surprise to see them doing well in the cricket, especially sort of the 2020 and 50 overs. And you must also remember they're doing this all without Brendan McCullum, who announced his retirement recently, quite bizarrely ahead of this tournament, which is sort of tailor-made for him. I think he scored the most runs ever in 2020 history. And, he's played in a lot of IPLs, so he knows the conditions well. But he elected to retire, so they're doing this all without him. But they've got some spinners that have stood up, some fast bowlers that really played well, and then obviously, they've found runs through all their batsmen. So I think they've actually defended 4 totals in a row, which is quite amazing, because it's a lot easier, seemingly, in 2020 to chase. But they've batted first every time and then managed to restrict their opponents to less than they scored. So long may it continue for them. I'd like to see them, lift the trophy.